know, give me like a blah, 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 like right in the middle of a song, dog. You start a song with that, just give me that blah, 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 blah. Give me that sound right there. I know that's a good song.
Yeah, motherfucker, you got the podcast. Now meet your host, Pencil and Cellar, and I'm Lil Krampus. This the Juggalo Rewind, Season 8, motherfucker. Recognize.
Episode 2.
Skrilla for Rilla. Skrilla for Rilla. Skrilla for Rilla.
Welcome everyone to episode 2 of season 8 of the Juggalo Rewind podcast, your favorite Juggalo podcast, where we deep dive classic Juggalo albums, one track at a time, one gangster beat at a time.
Yeah, one stolen, one bootleg at a time, however you want to describe.
No
this.
wrongs reserved.
On Genius, someone called these remixes. That's not the case.
That's not the case at all. Oh, I have a lot of notes we have to go over, but we will.
Okay.
We're all over the place already. My name is Peter. Sometimes they call me Pencil.
Pig Pencil.
And then a lot of people popped on you, fucking making fun of me. And then I'm here with Chris, a.k.a. Cellar.
Cellar. Not to be confused with Cell Block. But maybe we are friends. The Chris and Chris connection. Sometimes we're called that.
Chris and Chris in the morning.
That's right.
What's going on, Big Cellar?
Nothing. We just enjoyed a big Michigan victory before you came down here to record. We were caught the tail end of that.
Well, that could be evergreen because that could happen all season long.
They right up there in the top 3 teams. Them, State, and Purdue. Who would have thought? But I'm here. I'm doing good. Winter's here. Trying to fight. No sicknesses currently, but
you sound like $1 million.
I just noticed Nick Gage is on the table, by the way.
Yes, he's a famous gang member,
gang affiliated, and it's like that. What? How about you? What have you been doing?
Oh, just the usual. Let's we haven't even done our intro, but that's okay. If you are listening to this the weekend that it comes out, we want to wish everyone a happy Juggalo weekend.
Oh, it is the holiday season.
If you celebrate such.
Who doesn't? Or
maybe you're celebrating the Twisted CD release of Welcome to Your Funeral. Is that the name of the CD?
I pre-ordered the Amazon, the Spectral Ghoul Edition or Spectral Ghost Edition, whatever it's called.
Did a third one just get announced?
Yeah, there's 3 different. There's one for Revolver Magazine that comes with a signed 7-inch. That was $50 before shipping. I'm like, I'm not even going to listen to this album. I don't like the rock that much. I just had to get it. Maybe I'll like this one. I haven't listened to any of the singles, so I can't say one way or the other.
Well, that's you wait. That's good.
It looked cool though. The Spectral Ghoul Edition.
I don't think I looked at it.
It's like glow in the dark green. Yeah.
I may go to one of the shows.
If you go to the Ohio one, I want to go.
I think I was going to go to the Pittsburgh one.
Well, if it's just Pittsburgh first.
No, it's last.
I was going to say if it's so good. Then you come back and we'll go to Ohio. Maybe you go Ohio test run. If it's so good, then you go to Pittsburgh.
I don't want to do anything in Ohio. I don't even know where that is. Is it Lakewood?
What is that? That was Cleveland.
It was some random city, but
makes me want to go even more.
But
like those little weird one-offs like that.
It's probably like where old wrestling is.
Instead of being so hot in the summer, it's going to be freezing cold in the winter.
It's like a Tarpos. Anyways, if you are listening to this live and you are traveling to one of those shows, it's a big Juggalo weekend for all. So.
That's right. Maybe we have a new administration here in Washington, D.C. Maybe we could get a petition going and make this a federal holiday, Juggalo Day. We're going to get rid of some other holidays probably, so we have open books for a new one. Juggalo Day, official federal holiday. I'm going to start the petition this week.
He's going to open up this month for sure.
February, it's free. Let's put Juggalo Day on the map.
Holy fuck.
Oh,
anyways, let's go back to the beginning of what we were not talking about. Anyways, we are the Juggalo Rewind podcast, as we've said. We have lots of different fans who listen. And I was thinking about this today because I didn't even tell you this. So whether you are a longtime fan, like, let's say, Veronica, longtime fan, whether you are a a new fan, or you've bounced in and out.
Yeah.
Sam, bounced in and out. Or if you are not a fan at all. I have a friend, her name is Lindsay, who I did not think listened to this at all. She listens, and she's never listened to Juggalo stuff.
Nothing at all.
And I just jokingly the other day, I texted her and I'm like, so, like, are you ready for season 8?
Yeah.
She's been listening to Dumpin. To
Oh,
be
to get
ready.
ready. It's a good one, though. If you're not into this music, it's palatable
I think
for a normal civilian.
I think she likes the Wraith. I don't know how far back she's gone, but...
So she listened to the album and then listens to the season, huh?
I think so. Yes, but she doesn't get too far ahead, I don't think.
Okay, that's fun, though. I like that.
If you want to call and leave us a
I was saying,
voicemail...
we need her review of, like, all of it.
So we have all different flavors of fans out there. Young, old, new.
Yeah, someone teaching their
fans.
kid, right? We heard that last season, someone told us.
The guy who, his kid was into it and he wanted to learn about it ahead of time.
That's my favorite.
So lots of different flavors, no matter what type of fan or level of fandom, we've got something for you.
Yeah.
Even if you don't give a shit about this. It puts some people to sleep.
That's what we're here to help you. A little nighty night, little, what do they call that?
JSMR, Juggalo sound, something.
Now I need to make that joke just because of that one guy's review.
All right, type that in. If you are new, I don't know why you'd be starting on episode 2. Maybe you were Googling Skrilla.
For Rilla.
And,
or you could be, we'll get to that, maybe you're a fan of what the beat is we stolen. It's a very popular beat, so.
We'll have to put that word in the description to try to catch the algorithm. So yeah, if you're new, go back, check our past seasons, because we have done a lot of them. But if you are a regular, let's just get right into it. We are talking this season, season 8, Psychopathic Rydas.
Psychopathic, I believe that's what they call it.
Not what it says. Dumpin.
The
first first CD album put out by these 6 masked men.
You know what? It's called Dumpin. We know someone who probably sampled it while they were dumping themselves and then decided not to listen any longer, but they sampled it on the dumper.
Someone was definitely listening for 5 minutes and then turned it off. Shout out to you, Michael. So what else is going on? We have Juggalo Day weekend. We have Welcome to Your Funeral weekend. We have lots of different stuff going on.
Yeah, the Juggalo world's percolating. How about got 2 new Jamie Madrox albums and 2 new Jamie Madrox remix albums from the good friend Sir Crazy.
Yeah, he's doing. We can't even keep up on all the shit.
There's
that he
4
does.
different like projects Madrox related out there right now. But one's like the official album, right? That just came out.
2.
Well, the other one's like it was. You purchased it, but it's not on streaming. It had like TikTok like. Remixes and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know where they all came from. I chose not to like
that one. I feel like more is almost like a mixtape because it's longer too, and it's like has shorter bursts. I feel like that's like old school where you had the mixtape before you put out your full length, and the full length came out. I enjoy it. You giving it a good listen?
I gave it 1 or 2 listens.
Yeah, so I was gonna say I give it 1 or 2 spooky ghoul masks.
I would never do such a thing.
I love the artwork too. I like the black and white, the aesthetics, and he's trying to clean up his presence on all the streaming service. You notice that too?
Yeah, because when you look at it, the first one is fucking like
Slim Anus is number 1.
It's like Slim Anus, old school pervert. It's like Jesus.
But yeah, he has some strange recommendations coming off of that spins.
Oh, the ones that I was getting after were fucking awesome.
I think part of it too is we were discussing how it's a new page, so there's not many streams, so he's probably like lumped in with a lot of like smaller artists that you're like, who are these people?
Yeah.
Like I imagine it once the algorithm figures out where that falls in line, he'll be back in with all the Juggalo community.
I didn't know what any of that stuff was, but yeah, you would think maybe you could choose that, but maybe not.
No, it's got to be off of like how your level of
fame.
Yeah, because when you look at people's, it all kind of connects what level their sound. You know,
I thought it'd be type of music.
It's type, but it's like type mixed with like, you know. Like your Jelly Roll now, your type's not next to Tyler Childress is huge. Your level's not next to who's our boy Orville Peck. You know, that's like another level of country, and a different sound a little bit too. But
what about Boondocks?
Yeah, but they used to be Boondocks, Jelly Roll, and Blaze were all together, and Jelly Roll fuckers with Garth Brooks now.
All right.
Speaking of country, I have a music rant.
All right, go
bringing
ahead.
it here.
I'm
So
gonna check my phone while you do on a country music.
Grammys just happened, you know. People, internet drives me nuts about everything. We've had this last week. People complaining on the internet. Or 2
I
weeks
could
ago.
talk about that forever. So.
Everyone bitching about Beyonce winning country album just because it's Beyonce. It's got Rihanna Giddens on it playing banjo. It's got Willie Nelson, Dolly Parton, I can't remember the sisters or whatever, that old country artists. They're on there.
The Dixie Chicks?
No, they were the first.
The Judds?
No, they're the first black musicians to win a Grammy back in the 70s or whatever. So country music all over it. People are just like, because it's her, and like it's slightly different. It's not your traditional sound of like.
You know why? Like, don't dance around. You know why?
A lot of people, yes, but I'm like, I don't know. It's so stupid because like, far more Rihanna Giddens playing banjo, who's like the Appalachian, like she knows everything about history of banjo music from Africa to the Appalachians to what it is now, and then you got, you know, where was I at? Oh, Jason Aldean, who's using like a piece of shit drum machine with like a little guitar over it, and he's doing half-ass rap country. That's considered country, but she's not, even though she has like the best banjo playing on it. I'm like, so dumb.
Poor Jason Aldean catching fucking shrapnel.
He's fucking terrible. That's more so, yeah. The Nashville, the whole thing they're not putting her on country radio. We know why that is.
Is she going to be in the Grand Ole Opry?
Nah, that'd be a performance. Have her there. That'd be fun.
Get her there before Hank.
Jelly Roll played there, I think. But yeah, I mean, I like that album. Not your traditional country, but it more so country than, like I said, these bullshit formulaic Jason Aldean
Pop country, if you will.
Because all those guys started putting a little bit of like rap elements in it. So it's fine when all these shitty white dudes who straight out of like a factory. Here's your hat. Here's your denim. Here's your flannel. Push them out.
Your work shirt, like you're working on someone's car.
Yeah, those guys are created in a factory with this formulaic sound, and they have rap elements. All of a sudden, you bring in someone from R&B or whatever into the full pop, whatever you want to call her genre. And then there's a big outrage. Oh, that's not country. It's more country than 90% of the shit you hear on the radio. That's my rant.
I've never listened to it, so maybe I should. But yeah, I just know all like the I don't know, the blowback.
People bitching about it.
Yeah, but I mean, there's only one reason that I see.
I think it's a good chunk of people, obviously, but I think others are just like, it's like those guys who like, I've listened to 5 Johnny Cash songs off his greatest hits album, so I know real country music, you know. So I know that's not real country.
That's me.
that drives me nuts. Country should be, I don't know, more wide open, especially when you have, like I said, people using rap elements already on pop country radio. But this isn't a country podcast. I just had to get my rant off. Music-wise,
a wise man once said, "Hey, pretty boy in the baseball hat, you couldn't hit country with a baseball bat." Country ain't just about where you're at. It's about being true to what's inside.
Yeah, that's right. Hell yeah, Shooter. By the way, Shooter and Whitey Morgan teaming up right now on an album.
But it's just him producing it, right?
Yeah, but that's what he's been doing lately, is producing everyone's stuff, and it's been lights out. And he's even doing, like you said, he did Manson a few years back.
Yeah, I want to go back and listen to that.
I enjoyed that album.
Once or twice.
Yeah, his production. He did Yellow Wolf, which is a non-Juggalo affiliated artist, I would say.
Yeah, I never listened.
I'm not that big on him. Yeah,
no,
he could flow here and there, but just sounds not my cup of tea.
All right.
People have no problem with Jelly Roll crossing over.
Well,
to country music.
They have no problem with Eminem taking over the rap game, but they have a problem with Tiger Woods and Beyonce.
You know
what's the correlation there?
I'll give them not because country accepted
Darius Rucker.
Yeah, but he assimilated to their sound. He was very country, where she took her sound and added the country elements. So, and she's a woman on top of.
I don't see gender.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I don't see.
That's a problem in Nashville, even with the white musicians in Nashville.
Women don't get any respect.
They don't. They're the best music right now in country music. All the women are far in a way better than the men in mainstream country.
Waxahachie.
Waxahachie. That's more Americana.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, anyways. I don't know. Timestamp after Country and Americana Rant.
This isn't the Americana Rewind. This isn't the Outlaw Rewind.
People have said you guys could branch out and do other genres here and there, so maybe we should do an Americana Rewind.
We could do that.
No, we shouldn't. We got plenty of Juggalo shit to get to. We got to get the Juggalo Brothers one day.
Sorry, Kevin. That didn't happen. Kevin would be okay if we did a shooter. Or Hank the Third instead of...
Rex requested a sports rewind where you just cover like an old team for a season.
I would do that.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be good for that. You pull out names with ease.
Well, while we're at it, okay, let's. We're jumping right into this. So, we are talking Psychopathic Rydas Dumpin, as you know. And this CD came out, we are calling fall of 99, correct? So, I think we have our quick little segment every week. I forget what I called it last week, but we'll call it the 90s Rewind.
Yeah.
I think that's what I called it. Fuck, I don't know.
That's what we're going to call it now, moving forward.
So, let's go back to the fall of 99. We'll pick a different topic every week.
I like it.
Last week we talked about Michigan football, 1999.
Obviously, why wouldn't we do that?
So, it's the fall.
Yeah.
What's the fall classic? What does every American love like apple pie?
Horror movies.
Fucking, I said the fall classic, the World Series.
It was sports too. I had two lead-ins and I dropped the ball on.
That's okay. World Series 1999. I looked up today. It was the last time that the Braves made it to the World Series. And
that's when they were on a run, right? Like always.
5 in that decade.
Damn.
I think they only won 1.
That's crazy.
So fuck those Braves. Lori, fuck your Braves. You don't listen to this. You think we're just a Instagram page.
Those are my favorite people.
Although she follows us more on Twitter than she does on
I like the
Instagram.
person recently on Facebook asking multiple, like,
yeah,
when can I listen? Where is it?
That was great. 6:05 Eastern.
6:05 Eastern.
So yeah, the Braves made it to the World Series for the 5th time.
Yeah.
But they got swept.
Your boys.
By the New York Yankees.
This is prime Seinfeld Steinbrenner era, right?
Prime Yankees. What I was trying to figure out today, so they got swept 4-0.
Yeah.
So I repeat that. Mariano Rivera was the MVP.
Wow, he's been playing not playing anymore, but he's played for a long ass time.
It's just crazy that a closer was the MVP.
Right.
So he had 2 saves and a win.
I mean, I guess if you like dominate.
I don't know. If you swept and it was close and someone got 4 saves, does that make them the MVP?
Yeah, I mean, if it's what if it's like 1-2, 2, like no one's hitting bombs and stuff and like tearing it up. And I didn't look. Maybe each game was tight, so him like shutting them down, like literally won every game except for the one that went into the 10th. That's where he got the win. Mm-hmm. It's just crazy that I don't know if that was a record. Right. Obviously, he was the best closer of all time, but like, it's just crazy that a closer got the MVP. I love. It's my favorite in basketball. I love the big men, and baseball. I love the closers and the eccentric bullpen guys. Those are always my favorites in both those sports. Well, speaking of eccentric bullpen guys, you know who they beat that year? Who was the closer on the Braves? Todd Jones. No, John Rocker. John Rocker. Oh yeah. What a fucking lunatic. He was like one of those guys like first like early like TMZ sports like stories, right? He did something in a subway to someone or something. So it's funny. I just watched this the other day, but it was like an SNL skit. It wasn't him. He said that why would anyone want to live in New York City? You're on the subway. You're sitting in between a mother with 2 kids and a Guatemalan and like and this and that. Like he just listed off like someone on fire, someone shooting heroin, like just every horrible thing. And he's like, you want to live in this fucking city? I'm shocked I pulled that much out. It was a subway. You knew that much. But it was like one of those first, like it was before we had, social media and the 24-hour news cycle and all this stuff. Where it was like one of those first sports stories that broke into like news and gossip, I felt like. It could be. Oh, he may have also had some slurs. Well, it's different times. Was it really a different time? It was. Not anymore. Inappropriate. Well, I mean, it's back to a certain time.
Yeah, so the moral of the story is fuck John Rocker.
Fuck John Rocker.
And the Yankees are the greatest sports franchise.
Well, we'll see.
Oh, I couldn't imagine having to take the number 7 train to the ballpark, looking like you're riding through Beirut, next to some kid with purple hair, next to some queer with AIDS, quote unquote, John Rocker, right next to some dude who just got out of jail for the 4th time, right next to some 20-year-old mom with 4 kids. It's depressing. The biggest thing I don't like about New York are the foreigners.
Jeez,
you can walk an entire block in Times Square and not hear anybody speaking English. Asians and Koreans and Vietnamese and Indians and Russians and Spanish people and everything up there. How the hell did they get in this country? End quote, John Rocker.
John Rocker's
Don't clip this fucking any of
End
us.
quote. John Rocker's got a bright future in this country.
And then he got made. If they didn't abolish the Department of Education, he could be the fucking.
Is he still around? He's still kicking?
Who fucking cares? I hope he's dead.
I hope he's dead. Well,
I just got an email from work. Hello, Peter. As tax season is upon us, could you please forward me to the payroll department? I'm reaching out to confirm, blah, blah, blah. It's just funny that this is as tax season is upon us. It's like you're an employee. Fucking random ass email. Anyhow.
yeah.
What we're saying, fuck John Rocker?
Yeah.
All right.
This is your time of the year. Tax season, you're ready to enjoy your...
Down with OSHA. Defund OSHA.
Defund OSHA. No, tax season is the worst for you. It's open enrollment. That's your nightmare season, yeah.
Tax season is Denver, Chris.
Okay, yeah.
So what's it? Is he the tax man? Is he
IRS.
really? Is he real? Is he Pencil? What would his rap name be?
Calculator.
All right. It's called Calc.
Calc. Texas Instrument.
I think a rhino is a Texas Instrument.
That'd be a good nickname for his wrestling gimmick.
Or for his boner. I was just trying to get you to spit out
water all over the place.
That's always my goal. Okay,
Yeah.
well, we've talked about our 90s rewind.
Yes.
I love the 90s. Insert here.
I'm full in 1999 on my WCW watch still, as I was last season.
Well,
Picking up pace, so
one of these weeks, you can just do a straight WCW 99
I could, yeah,
review.
an update.
We got 11 more of these to do.
So I've literally been in 2
there we
weeks.
go. I guess it'll be this week.
I've been in 2 weeks of Nitro, like on and off for like 4 months, 5 months. Like just kind of stopped
7 years,
watching
10
other
years.
stuff. But so the week or two ago is when Sid's car got smashed by Goldberg.
Goldberg. Which
So-
time is
Yeah,
the
so
question?
the first one, that's like the one that you always see where he's stomping up and down on it.
Yeah.
This next one, Goldberg gets his car taken and it's like smashed into a little cube. And he comes out, he's like, no, why me? Why me? He just keeps saying why me over and over again.
Is that the one where like maybe it happens more, but like he goes to the valet and the valet's like 24. You know, here's the car
Yeah.
24, and he just goes 24. Like he knew that
Yeah,
was
it was
the one. And like, no, you didn't. Like he just literally walked through the door.
In the beginning of the episode, like, Goldberg moves his car or something, and then like comes in and tells the valet or the guy who's in charge of like backstage to tell Sid he needs to move his car. So he's like, "Hey Sid, you gotta move your car." And Sid's like, "You move my car." And then it cuts like the guy later in the show. He's like, "You move my car."
Oh, that's
he's all like
great.
pissed off.
What happened to the good old car smashing?
Yeah, stupid backstage nonsense like that.
WCW had those. Had the white limo.
Yeah, the limo's always pulling up.
Obviously the monster truck.
Yeah.
And the Vince's limo and Vince's with the fucking
Just cement in it.
Yeah.
WWF had, remember when Stone Cold, or not Stone Cold, Hogan like killed Stone Cold with a Rock with a semi truck, like slammed into it.
When the Rock was in the ambulance.
Ambulance, he plowed over the
18 wheel.
semi. Yeah, more vehicular homicides on wrestling.
And then like there was that random one where it's like Orton and Kofi. Like did like Orton win a car and Kofi like why is the
Yeah.
face trashing your car?
Do you remember when Lesnar trashed that one and threw the door into the crowd?
Fuck! Straight up ripped that door right off the
He
hinge.
threw it way too far and it hit the crowd. They made a toy of that. That was a Wreck-It Mobile.
That was like one of the first record mobiles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Braun would like tip the shit.
Yeah.
But like that wasn't nearly.
Yeah, the
Attitude Era
nonsense
was
of what was going on.
carb nonsense every week.
I love it.
Good times.
Hell yeah.
All right, well that's our automotive rewind. Did you write 90s rewind?
Yeah.
That's okay. Thank you. I don't know if that's what it was called, but we'll run with it. So, is there anything else that we can talk about? And we just want to dive right into it.
We can, I don't know. We sidetracked a few times here. We don't want.
Yeah, we can jump right in.
Yeah.
We got a lot to talk about here.
What do you got there?
I have questions about the Rydas, but I can either wait for those for a future time. I'll do one of them this week, and then I'll save the others for later.
That works.
So,
What do we got?
We'll wait until we get into said lyrics. So, tail of the tape.
Yeah.
I had a lot of timestamps last week. Oh, you're not going to be happy when you have to
I
copy
did.
and paste that.
Oh, when I went to make episode 0, I downloaded the raw file for episode 1. I kept trying to sync them, and it wouldn't sync up. And I'm like, what's going on? So then I'm trying to do it by like ear, but we're wearing the do-rag, the ski mask for the fucking bandanas in the opening. So I'm like, I can't match them on the lips.
That's
to
so
it.
funny.
So then I realized, I had the wrong file, and it synced up easily. But at first, I was like, oh, I'm fucked. I can't sync the mouths up here in the beginning.
That's when you just do it and you just fucking cut.
Yeah.
Start over. All right. Well,
Yeah.
as we said, we dive in to one track at a time. And this week, that's why I can't see this. Track number 2 on this album. We're talking this week Skrilla for Rilla.
Yeah.
Are there apostrophes in Skrilla and Rilla?
No, I think it's all just the letters.
All right. Skrilla, the number 4.
4.
Like, I don't even know if you'll get... Kelly will be the only one that gets this joke. Dad's number 4, real.com.
No, I remember that. That's for real.
Jenna, you want to come home?
Or
Daddy misses you.
could reference the new trailer just dropped this week for the Fantastic Four movie. You excited for that? New Marvel movie.
Is this like the 4th redo of that?
Yeah, but this one looks good. It's the first one that looks good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I've seen
for it.
like pictures, but I haven't.
This one, I was very checked out on Marvel. Like it just kind of burned me out. But this one has me excited. I'm high hopes.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about that in the future.
Sure we will. New Jurassic World 2 coming. Jurassic World Rebirth.
Okay. Where in the timeline does this fall?
It doesn't say. The island that they're visiting in this one.
You know, stop. So, 6 fucking times they've tried this, and they're like, you know what? They didn't know what they're doing. This is the time.
The best part about this island? It's the most dangerous dinosaurs that they couldn't put on the original park.
You know that big motherfucker that was killing everything in the last one?
Yeah.
That's just triple the size of that.
But it's like an action adventure. They have to go try to get samples from 3 eggs for like medical research or something. So practical reasoning. And, but yeah, it's like a rescue, or it's like an action mission to try to.
Michael Bay directing it?
No, I don't know who directs it. Scarlett Johansson's like the big badass, which is funny.
So no one's to say like it's a total like reboot again, like a new.
It's in the universe still,
but it's a new trilogy.
I don't know if it's gonna be 3. I mean, it'll never end. Yeah,
but like are the same? No one the same. Like
currently, no, unless they're like hidden in there.
Yeah,
the last one was so fucking bad, it's terrible. Dominion or whatever was the last one.
I get those 3 all confused because they're all the same to me.
The first one was like every other new.
Yes.
It's like let's hit all the nostalgic bumps. It's fun. Second one was okay, and then it got real stupid and weird.
Is that the second one where they had like the auction?
Yeah, and the daughter at the end.
Yeah, I don't know if I must have seen the third one.
And then the third one is like they've all gotten loose and like everyone's living with dinosaurs in like general population, which the idea is awesome. Execution is terrible.
Yeah, I must have seen it, but I totally blocked it out. I didn't mind we'll call it number 4.
Yeah, I
didn't mind that one.
No, I didn't. It was fun. It got Jimmy Buffett cameo in it.
It's like cheesy, but it's got like the love story, but it's got, you know.
You shouldn't be able to mess up big dinosaurs chasing people. Like, it's fucking easy. Just have dinosaurs chase people. It's fun.
They've done it 4 out of the 6 times. So
Only one is a masterpiece, though. That first one is.
I don't know. You want to call Mike right
I
now?
asked him. He says not considered a trilogy. I go, those are 2 separate trilogies. They're not. Nope. It's all one. There's 6 movies, so it doesn't count.
Why do you bother? Why do you even try?
So I texted one the other day, and he's like, the third one doesn't count. It's a standalone. You fucking asshole.
It's fair. Well, they're about to do a second one, right?
A second.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
So maybe that'll be a trilogy?
Well, but it's whatever. Fuck.
Hugh Jackman will be 92 by the time they finish those.
All right, last movie talk.
Yeah.
I watched Up in the Air. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, with
George Clooney.
Yeah, that's a good one.
How's no one ever told me about this movie?
It's one of those early 2000s. It just kind of
2009.
Oh, late 2000s. It was popular. I think it was like nominated and stuff.
Nominated for the Grammy, a fucking
Best
Oscar.
Picture. Yeah, it was good.
No one ever told me about it. It's me. It's my life. Well, not
It's
really.
my life.
Well, not that, but like the HR element of like going around and firing people. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
I'm telling you, it was very sad at the end.
Yeah, I haven't seen it since the 2000s, but I remember enjoying it.
Boo hoo! George Clooney doesn't get the girl. Why?
Poor George Clooney. Wah.
Oh, I want to go home to Stacy Keibler. Why?
Yeah, I forgot he was with Stacy Keibler.
So, but yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
Listener Nick Howard told me to watch that. So,
all right, I'm gonna watch tomorrow night. I already lined up my movie night. I'm gonna watch The Lighthouse, the one. So I watched Witch, Nosferatu. I missed the other 2 movies he made in the middle, so this is one of the 2 in the middle that I missed, The Lighthouse. So I'll let you know how that is.
all right, give us Spooky Ghoul
Spooky
Mask
Ghoul
in a
Mask
couple
review.
weeks.
Bring it back. I thought we'd just keep the
Bring it.
HOK.
Bring it back. Fucking Christmas, I texted her about eating a chicken sandwich today, and I'm like, I'll give it like 3 pumpkin Spooky Ghoul masks. Like
I meant on the show,
all right, well,
the segment.
It's coming to my real life.
I love that we just keep the ghoul mask as the rating system.
That's
We can do clips for the Rydas.
nope. That's always
The spooky ghoul mask.
spooky pumpkin ghoul masks.
Especially if I'm going to always review spooky movies.
That's true.
This one's more of a like psycho thriller, spooky, mysterious, I guess you'd call it. I don't know. I'm excited to watch it, though.
Hope there's nudity.
Hopefully William Dafoe gets ass
Male
naked in it.
nudity.
We got to see Nosferatu's dick, didn't we?
Dick and balls naked. I must have not been paying attention at that part. Okay.
All right, back to it. Timestamp again.
You're gonna. Oh no, never mind. Okay. We are talking Skrilla for Rilla. Would you like to start by explaining to the good people out there what that even means?
Yeah. Well, Skrilla, right? We'll just go with that.
I'm open forum for you.
This is very early 2000s, right? The slang, calling money Skrilla.
Well, very early 2000s, since the CD came out in '99.
Or late 90s. But was that slang of the time, or was that used previously before then?
To me, it's
very of that era. to me.
Yeah.
And like Skrilla for Rilla, like talking like that, the Carney,
Snoop Dogg, if you
Snoop Dogg,
will.
very Snoop mainstreamed it.
Which is crazy that's even 20 years old. Kids probably roll their eyes. Like if you said that to your,
Oh yeah,
your
talking
kid,
like
they'd
that.
be like, oh.
That's got to be so. Though they use the Rizzler, right? They almost sounds like that type of vibe. That kid.
This isn't an AEW podcast.
I like that kid. That could have been young boy Jacob if we had the internet back then. That would have been him. I'd been a multi-millionaire right now.
Wow.
But yeah, the slang and the talk of the time for sure. Not hip, I would say, for Gen Z anymore. But in 2000, 99, it was so cool.
So Skrilla is slang for money.
Yeah.
It's been used by artists such as Tyler the Creator, Kanye West,
So it's less than a test of time.
and a bunch of rappers who I've never heard
Yeah.
of.
So it did come up in rap culture then. It wasn't like a slang that was used in like the 60s, 70s, 80s that just like kind of got popular again.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
All right. So that is the definition of Skrilla, because that gets used definitely all over Ryder's lore,
Yeah.
Psychopathic lore a
Even a
little
little bit. Yeah.
All right.
So this is something I kind of want to pay attention to as we go through. We had Dumpin was just like crew track, shit talking, right? Setting the stage there. This one's a money track, because like this is gangster rap music, times 20 we were saying. It's like they're
Yeah.
over-exaggerating over the top. So
I like where you're going with this, but next week is gonna. I would have already brought up this problem next week.
Okay.
So I think you're about to hit
a
screeching
roadblock on
halt.
it.
Because I know your next thing is going to be like the sex song,
Yeah.
which is thankfully not for another fucking 8 weeks. But
I don't know. You keep referencing. I think you're excited for it.
Oh, yeah.
I think your pencil's getting nice and sharpened.
The lead is hot and ready.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, I think you're going to hit a problem with that. But I don't mind you thinking or bringing this up every
Right.
week. But yeah,
Or even just in general with the themes or lyrics or just things they're referencing. Because, yeah, it's something we'll get through when we get through the album is like how coherent it is. But I don't know if that's even the point. It's just excessive to the point of being excessive.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just some noted.
All right. Well, noted.
Yeah.
Time on this track, 4 minutes on the dot.
On the dot. Look at that.
And as we said, this is track number 2 on this album. Not found anywhere else.
No.
And if it is, we fucking forgot about it.
That's what the hotline's for. Let us know.
Fuck that hotline. No, fuck the hotline. And this is where we talk about what song it is. Well, again, I feel like we have to. Oh, fuck. I just tore my shoulder.
You're like Sabu and I was meeting him at Astro. Trying to get up to look down.
That hurt. This is the part where we remind everyone that Rydas is all 6 members of Psychopathic, speculatory, underneath bandanas, doing rap music over beats that are already established. And this is where we say what said song was that they are stealing for Skrilla for Rilla. Gross.
This is Street Dreams by Nas. This is probably could be the most famous one on here, maybe.
I would venture to say yes.
Yeah, Street Dreams by Nas from the album It Was Written, which is a solid album. That was the one that had, which one was it? If I Rule the World, which is a pretty big track
All
from him.
time.
Yeah. I love Nas. So this is one I actually knew going into this. Last week I did not. I was up on Nas at this point in my childhood.
I was not, and I still don't know this song.
Still don't. Man, you know what's crazy? When you look at the songs that like gets pulled for, like this Nas song, every single line is annotated with notes about like what he's talking about. Like, when you go to those artists at like that level, it's like every single line is an annotation, breaking stuff down, which is just crazy. And like just how much he's saying in his lyrics.
He's very in depth.
Yeah, I like that Nas.
Yeah, I was never really into Nas.
I'm a more West Coast dude, but I do like that Nas.
All right. Well, we'll see if there's any correlations.
Correlations, yeah.
You can tell us if any lyrics mirror. Yeah, the Rydas doesn't really do that, do they?
No. Even like the biggest thing is like the hook, you would think. Maybe the hook kind of. But even that's. The Nas version is way more, I feel like, mellow. Like
the Nas version.
The original Nas track. I don't know, Riders is more like in your face. Like they're like yelling, where Nas is just kind of like rapping, flowing, a little more sitting down, lean back, as opposed to in your face yelling at you. More Riders makes you want to pound that fist while you're driving the car. Nas just makes you want to nod your head, right?
Sure. I wouldn't know because I've never heard the song.
Street dreams are made of these.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is it a play on? Never mind. I don't care. All right. Skrilla for Rilla. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
Let's get the notes. We don't talk about this enough, everyone. I print out notes for every season, and I write my little notes in pencil. And Chris goes off of the genius lyrics.
Yes. And write notes on the spreadsheet that
Yes.
randomly make no sense.
God forbid you use.
I don't want to waste paper. I'm here to save the earth.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah. I just don't have enough ink to print out everything.
Yeah, that's why I do it at work. If I didn't have it do at work, I wouldn't do this.
I want to know someone who, if you print at work and you get sidetracked, and someone has to go to the machine.
I make 100% sure. 100%.
You're gonna get someone's gonna catch you while you're walking to the printer and plug that puss and be sitting on the printer. You'll have an HR complaint on yourself.
Yeah, I make sure that doesn't happen. Little quick note. We mentioned this last week, but I believe the second time that the Riders ever performed live was at the Gathering 2000. Mm-hmm. And during this song, they introduced they said, have any of you seen Big Money Hustlers? And everyone, ooh, whatever. I'd like to introduce you to my homie, Hack Benjamin. And Hack Benjamin comes on stage during this song.
Yeah. He'd come on stage like the Bizarre Bazaar, right? And just hang around on the stage.
I think so.
It's a funny little era of him just coming around, hanging around.
Very Evil Dead. I feel like he does that.
Sweating his ass off under that outfit.
He's a busy man.
Hack makes sense as a sidekick for the Rydas, though. I could see that. He's protecting all the Skrilla, right?
For Rilla. All right. So that's my note.
Yeah.
Gathering 2000. Maybe you'll hear that sometime soon. We'll have to talk about how we want to do that.
Yeah.
Skrilla for Rilla starts. Intro. Bullet.
Allegedly.
Well, no, it's not allegedly. It's Bullet. You blew that.
Damn it.
We'll get into who's who later on. Bullet says, "Come on, bring it." Come on. We're going to get into this later on, but I'll worry about that later. Goes right into the chorus. It's got everyone here. Mostly Bullet doing it, but then everyone kind of chimes in with their own little parts.
Things.
Interesting that they start with a chorus.
Yeah.
Not many songs do that. I think we've
The
noted...
last one ends abruptly, and it cuts that little, come on, and then the beat, like, shuffles in. Yeah.
Skrilla for Rilla, money ain't a thing. So they're saying, what are they saying?
That they have so much money, like all these things they're buying. Money is meaningless to them because they have so much of it.
So some of these I didn't understand what they said.
Oh, really?
So Skrilla for Rilla, money ain't a thing, which is I already have a problem. But let's rewind.
Okay.
Start over. Do we think he says Skrilla for Rilla, money ain't a thing?
Yeah,
we're in agreement that
that's what I always think.
Agreements. Agreements. Okay. Hold that thought. We'll get back to that. Cables, links, ropes, and chains. All jewelry related,
all
right?
the big, in rap culture at the time, wearing the big links around your neck.
Rap culture at the time. Skrilla for Rilla, money ain't a thing. This is the one that you think you knew all four of these?
Yeah, suede, leather, gators, and canes.
Do you want to explain what gators are to people?
That's very Detroit.
That's what I was wondering.
I mean, I'm sure it's everywhere, but I just think of like all the shops like in Detroit with like the sweet gator, like with they're like lime green or bright blue and all that stuff. Yeah. So shoes, I mean, suede and leather, I would imagine is reference shoes, and it's just cane, like the pimp cane.
That's why I wasn't sure if he says canes.
Yeah, mine visualizes all like they literally go into one of those stores in Detroit with all like the pimp clothes.
Shout out to Henry the Hatter.
Yeah, that's what I'm visualizing. But yeah, it's funny because it's all. But you can have a suede or leather hat like Henry the Hatter style. Like,
yeah,
I
don't think all of those have to be shoes. I think they're just talking about clothing, accessories in general.
Yeah, gators and canes for sure. Like the exact objects.
Skrilla for Rilla, money ain't a thing. Then first time we hear Twin Gats here, so we'll get to him in a little bit. You think he says super fly hose with a nose for G's?
That's what I always thought he said.
You don't think it's a nose for cheese?
Oh, it could be. No, I think it's G's because he's the G. They don't want the super fly hose taking their cheese, their Skrilla. You wouldn't want that in your crew.
I thought maybe they just... yeah, maybe.
I think the G's make more sense. They got all the ladies that could find those men that have the Skrilla and are G's, as opposed to sniffing for the cheese like a rat.
Why'd you make that face at me?
I was gonna do the full blown Jack Nicholson rat thing he did in Departed, but I couldn't get myself to do it. Smell a rat.
Skrilla for Rilla, money ain't a thing. Black trucks rolling on triple gold dues.
Black trucks. Got the tally. I want to have a running tally all season.
I know.
Gold D's, that's something we gotta point out.
That's the rims?
Yeah, Dayton's.
Oh, yeah, that's a good call.
Hot Wheels City in Detroit, that's a big one. You drive by that in 8 Mile.
It's a Telegraph?
Is it? There's a couple. There's one on 8 Mile. I think it's the Hot Wheels.
Yeah, I think
it's huge, like neon sign. The whole floor to ceiling glass window just full of all the rims. Always look cool. You're coming back from, like, if you're taking 8 Mile back from Ferndale or something, like, look at all those. But that's, again, of the time. Like, Dayton, big Dayton rims aren't popular anymore,
I
really.
don't think so.
Like old school cars, maybe, but like in general, not that much.
What's the triple gold? That's just. Is that like is triple like 30-inch? Is that the reference? Like
Maybe.
triple for 3?
I was thinking it's just like triple dipped in gold or something.
Yeah, I just didn't know if that was something that we should know.
No, you keep going. I'll double check.
All right, Rydas for life,
Full life.
bitch.
I mean, you gotta throw a bitch in there.
I didn't throw it in; they threw it in there.
I just meant, yeah.
All right, first verse, Fofo, otherwise known as the Monoxide Child.
You know what it is? It's, I think it's the spokes, triple crossed. Which makes sense. Cool rims. I love those old school rims.
I'll take a look here. Yeah, I understand.
I understand. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's what it is.
That's fine. I'll accept that.
Yeah. But we do. Well, at least we know they're gold Daytons. We're not that out of touch.
We'll wait until no gun references in this song. So, all right. As I said, and you weren't paying attention. First verse, Fofo, who is the Monoxide Child.
Allegedly.
All right. Now think back.
Thinking back, yes.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Skrilla's for Rilla. Money's everything.
Everything.
I thought we just established that Skrilla is indeed for Rilla, but money ain't a thing.
Yeah.
Now you're telling me that money's everything?
I think that's just him switching it up. You thinking they're saying money's everything in the hook?
I don't know.
There's no way, because they're money ain't a thing, and he's naming off all the stuff he's buying outside of the hose just showing up.
But then maybe he says money ain't a thing.
Oh, you think Fofo might be saying it?
I don't know.
I feel like I hear him saying money's everything.
So do I.
Yeah.
I think he wasn't in the room when they wrote the song.
You know, he wanted to take little liberties with his verse.
That happens next week. Stay tuned in 7 days. Skrilla's for Rilla, money's everything. Smack you and your bitch for $1 and some change.
Fofo, very violent, just like the Monoxide Child. So maybe they are the same person.
For being talking all about their money, this song, there's a lot of small potato shit. For $1 and some change.
Yeah.
Come on.
Maybe that's just part of like the making it goofy, like it's comedy. Like, you know, you're talking about all this money, and you're just so into it. I'll just take I want money so much I'll hit you up for $1 and some change.
It's very strange. Looking strange, mean mugging in the back of the club. I'm hanging out, getting drunk with my homie, Tom Dub.
Yeah.
I think this is a everlasting line. Just how he like flows that.
Yeah, that sticks out.
We will mention to those who don't know, Tom Dub was the apple of the eye of Moon Glorious, but he was a friend and a worker at Psychopathic Records at this time.
Yeah. So he was. That's one thing I'm always curious about. So he was like ICP's boy, working there, but then like him and Twisted become very close, and that's who leaves with them at the time.
I mean, if you want to know that story and you can read the broken English,
you did send me that after reading his book.
Then Tom Dub has a book, something along the lines of My Time with the Clowns. And by the word book, whatever
was it ever published? That's
whatever Webster defines as a book, this is a very loose interpretation of that.
But that was the case, though. He was ICP's boy originally, and then like they became super like cool knit when they showed up in the scene with him. Allegedly. Yeah,
I don't know how cool they were. I think maybe it was more of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Maybe that's what it was.
But no,
he gets shout out a few times, I feel like, by them more so than the clowns. I don't know.
I don't
Maybe it's just because this line, like I said, sticks out so much, you think they're shout him out more?
But I think he, I don't know. Go read the book if you can. The funniest thing was hearing someone read word for word and with punctuation and the spelling, reading it out loud was so fucking fun.
I got to go back through and read that. I got to read it for the research, for the culture, the Juggalo culture.
Yeah, we may have to. God damn it. So I was hanging out getting drunk with Tom Dub.
Yeah.
Hoes showing mad love. Yeah. Because the money be right. I'm out of sight with the diamonds shining bright, fool. So he's flossing.
Yeah.
Showing off his...
Monoxide come up with some good flows here. Like we discussed this, I think, somewhere.
Fofo?
Yeah, Fofo. Sorry. So maybe that's why he's hitting it. But I feel like he's shining in this style of rap. It's kind of coming out for him here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Think about what time this is. He's only done HOK and Most Tasteless.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
So he's done spooky weird shit, which we've established. He didn't know how to rap.
No, he was very disjointed. It's like he can't ride the beat at all. And then he comes in on this, and he's riding it very well. Yeah. In like a 3-year window here. I guess the tail end of HOK, he was getting better, but still not like.
We're talking like I'm associating that with like Season of the Pumpkin. So that is like 6-7 years, but like. Oof,
but even so,
God, when we were going through that, it's like holy shit. I had to say, with the diamond shining bright, fool, slap a bitch and I'm in it for free. But believe that all the money's coming with me. What?
So yeah, Fofo just in the club, mean mugging folks, which if it's a term that's still used, right? Mean mugging, like giving people the evil
dirty
eye,
looks, yeah.
old stink eye,
old evil eye.
But yeah, I'm just visualizing him in the nightclub, hitting people, punching people, stealing their money
with his pale face.
See, wearing the ghoul? No, he's got the bandanas on. That's
in the club.
You really stand out with the bandanas if you're robbing people.
This is before they have the no gang colors.
No gang colors. No crew colors.
So yeah, he's going to the club and he's taking your money and your girl.
You know what I used to do in Canada at the clubs?
Get drunk when you were 19?
Yes, but my boy Pat Schwager, people be all out partying on the dance floor or whatever.
This is gonna be good.
And there's pitchers at the time. So we just walk around and fill up our beers and pitchers. Never buy our own. Our friend of the time, Dan Carter, shout out. He has a Mexican restaurant out, I forgot, out there on the east side further. But anyways, I remember filling up his beer. All of a sudden he comes up behind us and he's like, what are you guys doing? We're like, oh, sorry. This is mine. He's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Oh.
Good move.
Yeah. It was fun times.
Yeah. Anyways, verse number 2.
Yes.
Lil Shank, a.k.a. Jamie Madrox.
Allegedly. He was not that little back then, so I don't know. Does it match up?
I don't know.
He's a multiple man, though, so maybe his little extra is little.
Maybe he's referring to his penis.
It's true. It is very tiny in this era.
It's just with a quick little stabbing motion. Little Shank. I've been spending cheddar since it jingled in my pockets.
We have a running tab for that, right, too? And they're using dairy products.
Dairy products. I think that's funny since it's jingled in my pocket.
Yeah.
So, like, he's been spending money since he was a little kid and he just had change.
Yeah.
Programmed my mind since birth, obtaining profit.
Is he like the Wolf of Wall Street?
He's got like fucking big words here.
Yeah, I'm like, it flows out of his tongue well, but it just sounds like he's like a stockbroker the way he's describing himself.
Bitcoin and XRP. Yeah, I got it. 1s, 5s, and 10s. No high denominations won't fly by the feds.
That's funny.
So he's using all little bells.
Yeah.
No big faces. Still, I got the flow safe. No, I'm going to come back to that. Still, I got the flow safe with more Benjis than the sugar in your cupcake ass. So tell a friend. Flow safe.
Yeah.
What, is that a reference that I don't know?
Is that a brand of safe?
If you're about to Google it, a flow safe today is a CPAP machine. And that's all you'll get. So
maybe he's not saying flow then.
I don't know.
That's what it sounds like. Still, I got the flow. It almost sounds like he's saying, I got the flow like when I was rapping. And they just says safe, but that doesn't make any sense. Yeah,
maybe
I don't know.
Still, I got that flow, period. Safe with more Benjis.
Yeah, that's kind of how it's going.
Benjis, Benjamins, $100 bills.
Yes.
Why would he have more $100 bills when he just said he's only got 1, 5, and 10?
well, he's saying he's only using the low dominant. High ones, it's very Goodfellas like. He doesn't want, they're watching, doesn't want to flaunt it. He's got to hide the high bills, like Henry Hill when he pulls them out of his pants and shoves them in the underground safe he has in his closet. So,
Karen!
Karen, that's all we had. They weren't going to find it. Oh, what did you do, Karen?
I
needed that. We needed that.
We could have a whole podcast about that. Wait, you can tell him I stay green like Willie. Skrilla for Rilla, my homie. Can you feel me?
Yeah.
I'm sure the annotation is about to be what we say, right?
Yeah.
Like, which is funny because I stay green like Willie, a reference to Green Willie, who is Misery's character in Big Money Hustlers.
Yeah. They recorded. Oh, they made the movie by then.
It was right around the same time.
Yeah.
So this would have come out before the movie.
Yeah, the movie got delayed till.
So people wouldn't know that reference
At that point,
That's weird.
that's always like, was Green Willie another reference to like someone else that they just used that name for Misery? But
Could it be the Lions receiver Willie Green?
that's that could be what it was.
Wasn't that a receiver?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm thinking like Herman Moore, Johnny Morton, like that era. Brett Perriman, Willie Green, touchdown machine. Feel like he was on Tecmo Bowl.
Yes.
Maybe he wasn't a Lion. Maybe he was a Giant.
No, he played for the Lions, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Panthers.
That late? Jesus. All right, there you go.
He played from 1990 to 93 with the Lions, and they played all the way till 1999. Ended his career in the Dolphins.
That means he played for Saban?
I think so, right?
Yeah, because he left Michigan State for
Yeah.
Dolphins, right? No. He left Michigan State for LSU. Anyways, this
Yeah.
isn't a college football podcast. So then, that's it. Big Money Hustlers reference. Then the chorus again, same, no changes. The only changes are at the very end, like the little underlyings, like the, that's right.
Yeah.
Like those get edited. So,
I like this hook, though.
Skrilla for Rilla.
Money ain't a thing.
Superfly hose with the nose for G's.
Everyone coming in with a different little thing on the end of the hooks is fun. Like I like how they do that.
I agree. Next verse. Verse number 3, Twin Gats. First time we're hearing Twin Gats.
Yes.
A.K.A. Para la Isla, Misery.
AKA Willie Green himself, maybe? We don't know.
Or Green Willie.
Allegedly. Allegedly Green Willie or Willie Green.
Either one.
He might have played for the Lions.
So, I hate to say it, but these are always tough. Because he likes to slip in and out of Spanish.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm going to say it now. I feel like his verse sounds bad. Like, the quality is bad.
Yeah.
Like, he recorded it not with everyone else.
Yeah. Well, he was incarcerated when they did the show, right?
He was in Phoenix.
So, yeah, maybe wherever he was at, they just sent him the tapes, and they're like, fuck it, we'll just make it work with this. It definitely definitely sounds like he wasn't there with him at all.
No.
It just was piecemealed in there.
There's also parts where I don't know if it's the English barrier.
Yeah.
And when he flows in Spanish, it's like he can flow better in a different language. But like the first half of this does not match the beat at all.
No, yeah, he comes
It's
in
fucking
like
bad. But then there's like it gets better at the end. That
his flow's fine. It just doesn't fit this beat at all.
yeah. So reading it, I'm sure is going to be fucking tremendous on my part. Motherfucker never can test, but I'm heavy into stress. Pack a Glock in the vest, and the Skrilla's what I quest.
I like it.
It's nice. He's packing his gun and his bulletproof vest, and he's looking for that money. In the passenger side of it says of the Navy, but it's all he says the Navia.
It doesn't sound like he says Navia.
In the passenger side of the Navia, right behind the black caddy, rolling deep, all these bitches looking at me.
Do those count as black truck references? They got it, right?
Yeah, black caddy's a black Cadillac.
Yeah, that counts. Put it in the check mark.
Shining, flossing diamonds. Now that I'm in the mood to bump these sounds louder than cop sirens. Kind of sweet.
Yeah.
He's playing his music so loud that it's louder
over-
than a cop siren behind him.
Back to the old high school friend I referenced, Dan Carter. He used to have the most insane system in his car. He'd pull up at the red light and the car's windows next to us would be rattling. I'm like, gosh. That's, again, different time. I mean, there's still people who love the loud system, but not like it was back then in the 90s, 2000s.
Was he bumping this?
I might have given him this This is, like I said, this was a crossover album outside of the Juggalo community.
Everyone loves that.
Everybody and their mama got Rydas love.
Unless they're greasy-headed granny. Move the keys from overseas on consignment to the streets to these killers to make the Skrillas. So move the keys, he's talking kilos of coke,
right?
I would assume. Unless he's talking literal car keys.
on consignment, is that working when you're selling drugs, right? How's that?
Consignment for drugs?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of weird, but
I mean, I guess that you're getting your cut after you get rid of it all. So I guess it's how it works.
I would think you'd really get paid up front, and it's up to the other person to do it, but
yeah.
Anyways. Next verse goes right into oh wow, look at that. Verse number 4, who does it say?
Bullet?
Yours says bullet?
Yeah.
Oh, I must have changed it then, because it said Violent J before.
Allegedly.
Jesus
Who the hell
Christ.
put his government name out there?
His government name. Bullet, allegedly Violent J. Your foot just touched my foot. I want to bank the Skrilly for really. What the dilly?
He comes in fast with them.
He does.
And again, really wants to do the slang on there. The Skrilly for really what the dilly.
It ain't silly. I'm trying to bank like 30 or 40 milli. And be the big Willie.
Big Willie, not Green Willie. He's Big Willie.
Big Willie. With the flake deal.
That's like cocaine, right?
Or diamonds.
Like Jake the Flake, wasn't that a drug dealer back in the day?
He was a rapper from Flint.
But his gimmick was he was a drug dealer, right? Yeah.
Fuck mowing lawns and serving up Happy Meals.
He jumps to like the most like teenager jobs you can think of, which I guess makes sense with their fan base at the time. They connect to that. They don't connect to the
CEOs.
Yeah, they don't connect to the first part, but you're daydreaming that. You're daydreaming making millions and selling drugs, I guess.
So yeah, he wants to steal his money and make $30 or $40 million, not mow lawns and have a real job.
Serving up happens when I need to Photoshop Photoshop Trump getting the French fries with do-rags over his face now.
Oh, they're gonna put like Ronald McDonald with a do-rag.
There's plenty of options we have here.
They're both clowns.
Oh, hey now.
Come on, this isn't a political podcast. I fold my ones in a knot and slap a 50 on top and front to bitches like, oh look what I dropped.
He slips into pure Violent J with that line there.
What a fucking, like, that's a scrub move. You're talking about having all this money, and now you're just saying you're going to have a 50 on top of all your ones.
Yeah, Tread jumps out of his character. And again, it goes right into Jay with that, oh, look what I dropped.
Bitch took it and broke. I had to laugh and aimed at the back of her head and blew it in half.
I'm an assassin. Wicked clowns. That's the exact same part.
Might as well, bro. So he's thinking that he's going to literally drop his money and the girl's going to go pick it up and he's going to kill her.
Yeah, so
it's very strange.
He's like an old school, like the Purple Gang, just killing for the sake of killing.
It's not necessary. And then we got the chorus again. Skrilla for Rilla, money in a thing.
Cables, links, ropes, and chains. It's fun. I can't not sing the hook.
Blaze with this deep ass black trucks rolling on Crip Road. Speaking of, as that ends, you get right into verse number 5, Cell Block.
Allegedly.
Not allegedly, it is Cell Block. I'm getting paid. Cash money, cheddar cheese.
There it is.
Just picked up 8 pounds of weed.
That's a lot of weed, right?
That's a lot of money, right? How much does a pound of weed go for these days?
In Michigan now that's legal, not a lot. It's dirt cheap now. It's crazy. I was talking to Andrew about that. I was like, it's insane how cheap it is. Buddy he was buying way stronger edibles, but he's like, bought 2 edibles for $65. You buy 7 bags of it for $15 in Michigan right now.
I'm getting Skrilla. That's the Dilla. Can you feel her? True OG neighborhood cat peeler.
That's fun. Little couple bars there.
I like that. At the end of that. It's not here, but it happens in a lot of other psychopathic songs. And this could be, I don't want to say before your time, but this is definitely like an internet deal, like AOL chat room deal. Cap peeler.
Yeah.
People always thought it was cat.
Oh, really?
So, what's
The Ringmaster skit, the one was like, I'm a big wheel of cat peeler.
Yeah, that's not. That's way after that, isn't it? That's not like Malenko or Jekyll.
No, it's not those two. It's earlier than that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
I runs these streets. Yeah.
Is that your Boy Kelly impression? Because someone like had an AOL chat name of like cat peeler, and everyone's like, "What? Do you not know what that said?" Like, but I feel like that comes up a lot, and I always laugh because it's cat.
That's hilarious.
Peel your cap.
Yeah.
Shoot you in the face.
Pull your wig back. Although they love all the references.
I know. I'm sick of it just because I've had to hear you. When I had to edit the episode, I had to hear that all. So that's why my fuse is short. I'm sorry. Underground drug dealer with the 15 rides and another Bentley parked outside. Motherfucker's got 16 cars.
She has 17. Juggalo number.
But he's not a juggalo.
The one got towed.
Brown bomber. Man. Died right outside of Rock of Ages.
Go back to the interview with Blaze on that. You got to hear the real story from that. It's good times.
Fuck you, bitch. You'll still get jacked because I always leave my motherfucking pistol packed.
Straight normal Blaze verse here, but it's a joy. He knocks these out with ease. A little Robin,
yeah,
verses for sure.
Got a lot of cars. That's unlike him, but
everyone's pretty much robbing outside of Jay, right? Jay's just killing a woman for no reason. Everyone else is robbing right in there.
Oh yeah, Jay shot a girl in the back of the head. Then it goes right into full clip.
Yeah.
Skrilla for Rilla, fool. I'm a killer. So he's killing, I guess. Go off in your grill and run your pockets for your bills. Yeah.
Grill? Your mouth? Okay, that's still slang.
So much, so many words packed into this that don't fit. Stacking my change, bag, cheese, green, and things. So every reference to money.
Just cram them all in you can.
Letting my nuts hang, jetting down the line of Soul Train.
I could see him doing that.
So Soul Train, Midwest only?
No, Soul Train was because there was a Detroit one.
Yes.
The Nat Morris show, which I'm like, I wish you would reference that, but I guess you gotta play with what you got.
But Soul Train, so it gets into the next line, which there's so many words in here that I don't know what he says. Don Cornelius and Clip. We got money plans. Me and my man, we put our hands on no less than grands.
That's what I think he says. Like,
but Don Cornelius and Chip? Clip?
I thought Clip, like he's saying, he's talking to himself.
Oh!
Yeah.
I didn't...
Him and Don Cornelius are hanging out.
I didn't pick up on that at all. He calls himself Clip.
Yeah.
What a fucking... That's weird. But I didn't pick up on that. Okay. So... Don Cornelius was the host of Soul Train, which was we will call it a dance show.
Yeah.
But it originated in Chicago.
Yeah, right,
so that's why I thought it was
a
a
Midwest
thing. But yeah, maybe it was like a...
It moved to syndication, so that's why. So it was in Atlanta, Birmingham, Cleveland, Detroit, Houston, Los Angeles, and Philadelphia.
Don Cornelius hosted every episode except for the last one.
Full Clip filled in?
I wanted to be smart. I forgot who filled in on the last one.
Well, all I know is I have to Photoshop Don Cornelius and Full Clip together, though.
So
here you go. Except Richard Pryor hosted the final episode in season 4.
So yeah, it was a half-hour show of just people dancing.
Yeah. Those are great. Like, I feel like the Nat Morris ones pop up more often on like Instagram, like little clips. There's like that one white dude who's just like all like crazy looking dancing. Maybe that was Full Clip back in the day.
And the idea was like down the line, like in my head for like we'll say that there's 6 songs per episode. 5 of them people are kind of just dancing like you're at a club, like in pairs or in groups. But then there's one part where they all stand face to face in a line, and then one person gets in and like walks down the line.
Yeah.
That wasn't the whole show, right? That was just like one segment of it.
That was like, it might have just been organic. Like, it just popped off and people were feeling it. But they have like very 60s, 70s thing of like just people dancing and they're playing music. Like, was there even a band? It was just like a DJ playing it. They might have bands come and
I
go.
think you're thinking of like Dick Clark.
Yeah, but like that was very a thing of the time, 60s, 70s. It was just like little platforms, people were dancing on platforms.
Yes, people like all on different levels, but the one you're thinking with the bands is like the Dick Clark bandstand or whatever.
But I thought maybe
same
Soul Train.
thing, but much whiter and rockier. Like this was
soul music.
Yeah, and I don't think there were bands or anyone like you didn't have like James Brown performing on Soul Train.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I wasn't sure.
Well, I'm telling you.
You know what? Speaking of country, they referenced on the Wikipedia page Hee Haw, the old country version of it. And the Lawrence Welk Show, which is a fun one.
All right, so
that's something Psychopathic should have did a parody of, like a variety show like that with like. It'd be so bad, it'd be funny. I feel like if Juggalos dance.
You mean it was just like
a Soul Train, Hee Haw, Lawrence Welk Show?
I can't
make a Juggalo version of it.
We could do it.
We'll do it at Token.
We'll do it at Astro.
Jug Train. That sounds like probably something that shouldn't be done. Look, I know what these Juggalos do out there.
Jug Train was what happened last year at Juggalo, Ohio. All right, we didn't finish Full Clip's verse, which is lines I don't understand. Man, fuck this. I'm out to get paid. Clocking $2 million for my.
I thought it said for my peoples to chill.
Sure. I have no idea. We'll plug it in right here, and maybe I'll slow it down so everyone can.
Yeah, he says something about peoples. I feel like his verse is a jumbled mess from start to finish. It's like all over the place.
At least he's talking about Don Cornelius.
Yeah, I mean that's anytime you reference something like that, it pops us.
So then you get the chorus again, same, no changes. Then the outro, you have Bullet.
Yeah.
Bullet would not work well in. No wonder he's not serving up Happy Meals because he would be very bad at giving change.
You know he'd be taking the French fries like that. 1 for you, 5 for me.
Yeah, these are all fucking chicken nuggets, not money. 1 for you, 5 for me. 1 for you, 10 for me. 1 for you, 20 for me. Skrilla's for Rilla, bitch.
Was that the contract he gave his artist?
I wanted to make that joke too.
I didn't say that. It was allegedly.
This was him cutting all the other 5 people in this album on there.
Slice a little bit off the cheese.
Rydas.
Insiders.
Does he say insiders or inside us?
Both are hilarious.
Inside us. We the Rydas. Love the last line. Eating steak, you're at home eating sliders.
Yeah, that's an everlasting line, right?
I'd rather be, if you had the choice.
Well, yeah, the way you eat a steak, it's disgusting. No one wants to eat a steak like that. If you eat a steak how they should be eaten.
You'd rather eat a steak than eating good old White Castle?
If it's a good steak, prepared, nice and medium rare.
Nice, well done.
Yeah, your burnt ass one, of course I wouldn't want to eat that. At least the slider's got the grease to give it some flavor. You can just fucking piece of cardboard.
It's not burnt. It doesn't have to be black on the outside.
Yeah, it just doesn't have to have any juice inside of it.
It's just nice and dry and gray in the middle.
Just give me beef jerky. What are you even doing? Why are we even making
beef
this?
Jerky is dark and chewy. This is delectable and gray.
It has no flavor. You had to suck it down with ketchup like President Trump.
The flavor is not in the meat. The flavor is you've seasoned it.
You don't need to season the steak. It's olive oil, a little salt, a little pepper.
That's seasoning. That's something. That's not just meat.
Yeah, but when you suck all the juice and all the flavor of the inside out of it, and it's just this, looks like fucking my dog's shit in the backyard, a little log. Disgusting.
A little log. All you do is put some ketchup on there. It's nice and delicious.
Yeah, you're a terrorist.
Can I be nice, well done steak? Jamie Madrox agrees with me.
Yeah, he's also got a pencil dick like you, so.
It's not the. Whatever. I don't. Okay, so that's Skrilla for Rilla.
Yeah, money ain't a thing.
How do you feel about this track?
I like it. Dumpin comes in hard to top Dumpin, but Skrilla for Rilla, like I said, the hook always, like I can't say Skrilla for Rilla without saying money ain't a thing, like continuing it on.
Yeah, you definitely have to sing it.
Yeah, I enjoy it. How about you?
I like it. It's I know we're early in the season, but this is a top tier, right? At least top half, if not top tier.
The funny thing so far, listening to these, you like the storytelling, you know, a lot of substance. These are kind of just like background songs.
There's no Ryder song that has a story. Like I'd say 1 out of 10,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, these have like kind of a theme of robbing overall.
Barely.
But I mean, this is a cruising album. I always call the Riders albums like your car albums. You toss them on, turn it up, windows down.
I also feel like it's kind of short because, and they all bleed together to a certain point. Because like I was listening to this today at work, and before you know it, it's over.
Yeah,
like
even though it's 4 minutes.
Yeah, I mean the whole CD.
Right, for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure the whole thing is. We'll call it 60 minutes, but like it just flies by. And one flows into the other, which we'll talk about next week for sure. But yeah, it's hard for me to pick songs over others because they all kind of seem not mixtapey, but it all just bleeds together. I don't know how else to say that. Like they all flow one into the other, and it's hard for me to say, oh, Skrilla for Rilla is awesome, but Dumpin isn't.
Yeah.
Like they're all kind of level for me. It's like, to me, they're all on a level and maybe some dip, but none are just like, oh my God, this is like the, you know, A number one.
That's true. I mean, if there would be, maybe it's Dumpin, but this one's right there. I guess right behind it. Yeah.
It's hard.
These two are good.
1-2.
Good 1-2 for sure.
All right, Skrilla for Rilla.
What says you? Where do you rank Skrilla for Rilla on your scorecard? Do you got gators, ropes, chains, any of the things? Do you have riders inside you?
I don't even want to touch that one. All right. Well, if you do want to, if you're listening right now and you want to tell us about Skrilla for Rilla or anything Rydas related or anything not Rydas related, just talk to us about whatever. You can comment below if you're watching on the old YouTube. Or you can follow us on any social media at Juggalo RWD. Find any of our posts and just talk to us about whatever. DM, stories, comments.
That's right.
Fuck it.
All of it.
Every time we see something pop up and it makes us laugh, we just text each other and we joke about it.
Yeah. That's if your goal is to pop us, keep it going because it's always fun.
So any social media, like we said, at Juggalo RWD. You can comment on YouTube, like we said. Listen to podcasts, watch us wherever podcasts can be found. And don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe because we don't want you coming to look for us. We want to get out there. We're going to find you, motherfucker. 6:05 Thursday mornings. When you least expect it, you're getting up, wiping the sleepy dust from your eyes, reaching into your car. The riders come behind you. Pop, pop.
Jacking your beats. Licking your ladies' feet.
I don't think he says ladies. Is that on this CD?
It gotta be, right?
I don't know. Anyways. Do all that. Help us out.
Yeah.
But what really helps us out is sharing with your friends, whether they're current juggalos, they're not juggalos at all, they fell off the map. Tell everyone. You're at Juggalo, Ohio. You're in the middle of that orgy.
Right. Spread the
fucking spread something.
Oh,
spread something and slip in season 8.
Just wear protection while you're out there, folks.
Ugh. Note to self. No Juggalo, Ohio. And like we said, you can contact us through all the social medias, or you can leave us a voicemail or a text. 810-666-1570. Again, any topics. They're all open. We're open like Juggalo, Ohio.
How did that become a thing?
I have no idea. Well, it became a thing because there was an origin.
Allegedly.
Not alleged. I think there was a video.
It was documented and sold, I think.
Come on. You can email us, juggalorwd@gmail.com. You can check out the website, juggalorewind.com. Do we still talk about the wrestling stuff? I guess we could.
It's up to you.
Yeah. 20x20 apparel, 20x20 pod. I keep saying pod, but I don't remember if I changed it back or if it's 20x20 rewind.
Yeah.
Find us. Ask us.
Yeah.
Someone not super recently was like, you did wrestling stuff? And they went back and listened.
There were some fun ones.
So if you want
We're ahead of our time. Actually, no one's done that bit. I don't think we should bring it back.
I think we can. Like, I don't have enough on my fucking mind. Thank you to Analog for his music and to Little Krampus for her voiceover work. And if we missed anything, or if you missed anything, and why am I looking at you and not the camera? If you missed any of these notes, go in the show notes or any of our bios, check out that link tree, and everything is there. And we should note that if you find us on Spotify, not the podcast, but the
profile.
Profile, we are back and actively updating that. So you have a nice little, what do you call it? Like playlist background.
For the season.
Do we put the episodes in there? No,
that's just the music.
Just the music. So,
and I sometimes go in and I update the everlasting, the always evolving playlist.
Oh yeah,
the one that got called out saying it wasn't a good house party mix.
Oh, he was fucking mad. Oh, this sucks. I don't know what you're listening to. Why would I listen to this if this is what you think is good?
I added some of their company music lately. So
well, then he would probably be happy.
He doesn't even like that music. What does
he doesn't like anything. Angry fucking bitter man. Anyways, speaking of angry bitter man, we got to get going because it is late and the snow is coming and Taco Bell is calling my name.
The commercials during that Michigan game, I kept seeing like, man, it looks delicious.
Boom.
I've been eating good. I got my weigh-in Friday. I got to see where I'm at.
Oh, yeah. I've
cut down the booskies to 1 day a week currently.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I signed up for the DDP Yoga app.
There we go. That's what I think you have to do.
Especially because, so I did like the 2.0 versions, the ones I kept doing. But like I did those so many times, like I have memorized. I think my body's just used to them. I was like, oh man, I'm feeling way more with these.
Yeah.
Then I got a heart monitor because you get extra points when you have your heart monitor connection to the app.
Do you have the bands yet?
No, because I feel like those are more for lifting weights, which is funny because when you watch the old DVDs,
it's not lifting weights.
Yeah, he's like, it's all dynamic resistance, no weights needed. And he's like, when you're lifting weights, use these fucking bar bands. Yeah, maybe I'll get them though if they work too with the dynamic resistance.
Getting jacked, boys.
Bring Astro back to a hotel so I go in the pool with.
It is at a hotel
with
Al-Azul and Dirk Manning.
I want to be Al-Azul's handler because I probably look great in the pool next to it.
You and Joe Hendry are gonna have a fucking pose off.
Gotta talk to those guys.
What guys? Al-Azul?
All of them.
Al-Azul won't be there. They're on tour.
Oh, I want to go to that. There's no Detroit date though, is there?
Who cares? Anyways, that's it.
Yeah.
This is Peter and Chris, or Pencil and Cellar.
Cellar. I almost said cell block.
And we are out of time. We will see you next week for another wonderful episode of the Juggalo Rewind podcast. Thanks. All music played in this episode and in this entire season is owned by the respective publishers and copyright holders and is reproduced for review purposes only under fair use.
Skrilla for Rilla.